Hi, YouTube. We're back from more coding. Everyone give it up for day 12. We made it. If this was me 5 years ago, I would have given up by now. So we've spent the last few sessions just reviewing what we've learned. Today, we're finally learning something new. Thank God. I want to say also, at the top of the stream, right before we start, I'm asking nicely, please don't give me the answer when I'm stuck on something. I would like to learn myself. I want to figure things out myself until I specifically say, okay, chat, I'm really stuck. Can you give me the answer? But if you see me trying to work it out in my head, please don't tell me. I want to learn on my own. I want to be able to solve problems by myself, because I think if I become a programmer that relies on other people to tell me what's wrong, I'll never be able to figure it out. So please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Unless I specifically say, chat room. Unless I specifically put my hands on your throat and say, chat room, can you tell me the answer, please? Can you tell me the answer, please? So that's all. I know, I want to say it again. I know it comes from a place of help, of like wanting to help, and like you see like streamers struggling and you're like, oh, I know the answer to this, so I'm just going to give it to her. I completely understand it's not coming from like a bad place, but like, please just let me struggle. Just let me struggle, you know? I can't breathe. Please let me go. Also, I think today will be a good day because I have my emotional support 4-pound Jelly Belly bag here. So I think today will be a good day. Today we're learning about strings. We're going balls deep into string learning. I actually didn't set up my notebook. Today's my friend's birthday, so I'm streaming later than normal because I went to her house to surprise her with breakfast, and then her dog ate the breakfast I brought her. Can you believe that? I was pissed. I was like, okay, your dog owes me $12 now. So, okay. Strings. I know. Dude, because I'd never been to her house before, so she was like, let me show you around. And she shows me around 2 minutes. We go back to the living room, the food's gone. And it was the main attraction of the breakfast, because I brought her French toast, hash browns, coleslaw. The dog ate the French toast, the best fucking part. The candy bread. The dog ate the candy bread. It was kind of funny, though. It was a little funny. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we're learning strings again, I guess. It wasn't me. Y'all thought it was me? I have an alibi. I was with 2 people walking around a house the whole time. Slaw for breakfast? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, sorry. Introduction to strings. Words and sentences are fundamental to how we communicate, so it follows that we'd want our computers to be able to work with words and sentences as well. In Python, the way we store something like a word, a sentence, or even a whole paragraph is a string. A string is a sequence of characters contained within a pair of single quotes or double quotes. I think I wrote down this definition already, so I don't think I need to write it again. A string can be any length and can contain any letters, numbers, symbols, and spaces. You know what? I'll write it down just to dedicate it to memory. String. It's probably easier to write like this. Sequence of oh my God, I forgot how to write. Characters in a pair of quotes. In this lesson, we will learn more about strings and how they are treated in Python. We will learn how to slice strings. I don't know how to slice strings. I only know how to slice index right now, I think. Hi, Isaac. When are you going to get off of the website tutorial and work around yourself? Did you say that with attitude? I can't tell. Are you asking me genuinely, or are you asking me with attitude? The reason I'm still using Codecademy is because I haven't finished the course yet. Like, I don't know everything there is to know about, or not. I won't know everything, but I need to know the foundations before I start messing around with code myself, you know? So I'm fine sticking with this until I finish the course, you know? We will learn more about strings and how they are treated in Python. Save your favorite word as a string to the variable favorite word. What is my favorite word? A week after Women's History Month? Unbelievable. I'm going to say wasabami, because it's my two cats' names combined. Wasabami. Print favorite word. Print. Oh no, I didn't do the parentheses. Sorry, it's been a minute. I'm sorry. I've been doing functions for so long, I was like, I just write it. Wasabami. My boys. Lists. A string can be thought of as a list of characters. Like any other list, each character in a string has an index. Consider the string blueberry. Strings have index? That's cool. Based on my history here, I'd guess Garrus or Sneaker Night. For what?
For like subbing for like 100 months. I'm like really, really stupid.
Thank you, Cora Gill. Thank you so much. And Max also. Did I say thank you to Max 20 minutes ago? I can't remember. Thank you so much. Oh, for my favorite word, Garrus. Well, it's too late now. We're past it. We can select specific letters from this string using the index. Let's look at the very first letter. Well, index 1 would be the second letter. Yeah! Whoops, is that the first letter you expected? Notice that the letter at index 1 of blueberry isn't B, it's 1. This is because the indices of a string start at 0. B is located at the 0 index. We could... Wait, why would the output be 1? Wouldn't it be A? Oh, it's an L. Oh my God. Dude, I can't tell the difference between a 1 and an L. The way I clock the 0 index, because it's been burned into my brain. It's important to note that indices of strings must be integers. If you were to try to select a non-integer, oh, okay, so you can't be like print S or whatever. Favorite fruit 1.5 would result in an, okay. One of the most common things that are represented by strings is names. Save your name as a string to the variable. My name equals Avery. Select the first letter of the variable my name, save it to first initial. Okay, so it would be first initial equals my name bracket 0. Yay! Yay! That's a good point, LT. I wonder if it's a setting. Oh my God, here we go. Cut me a slice of string. Sorry. I'm so tired of coughing, you guys. I'm so sick of it. Not only can we select a single character from a string, but we can also select entire chunks of characters from a string. We can do this with the following syntax. Yes, I remember the colon. I remember the colon. This is called slicing a string. When we slice a string, we are creating a substring, a brand new string that starts at and includes the first index and ends but excludes the last index. That part's kind of annoying. Yes, we discussed it like in January of why it starts with 0. It's just hard for me to remember, that's all. Let's look at some examples of this. Recall our favorite fruit, blueberry. Okay, let's say we want a new string that contains the letters B. We could slice favorite flute as follows. 4 to 6. Oh, they put it here because it shows you where it ends. 4 to 6. Okay, you know what? Seeing it visualized helps. If you look for the indices 4 and 6 in the diagram, you can see how R is outside of that range. This just answered the question I literally just said. Chat, what's your favorite flute? What's your favorite fruit? We can also have open-ended sections. If we remove the first index, the slide starts at the beginning. And if we remove the second, the slice continues to the end. Okay. Got it. You're a programmer working for Copeland's corporate company. At this company, each employee's username is generated by taking the first 5 letters of their last name. A new employee, Rodrigo Villanueva, is starting today, and you need to create his account. His first name and last name are stored as strings in script.py. Create a variable new account by slicing the first 5 letters of his last name. Okay. New account equals last name. Last name, and it would be, would it be 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it would be 5 because it would include 5, right? Oh no, it would be. Oh, but it'd be different for him. Last 5. Would it just be 5? I feel like 5 won't work, but I'm going to try. No. Because this is just 5 going to the end, right? Would it be 4? Fuck! How do I choose the last 5? Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4. Would it not be 5 to 0 or 5 to nothing? What'd I do wrong? I put it in the wrong spot. Didn't they say last 5? No help. Chat room? What did we just say? What did we just say? No help. We just said it. See, this is why I'm just asking this to tell me. So, first 5 letters. First 5 letters of the last name. Damn. It's hard being this dumb. Temporary passwords for new employees are also generated from their last names. Create a variable called temp password by creating a slice out of the 3rd through 6th letters of last name. Your string should have a total of 4 characters. Okay, so that would be temp password equals last name. It would be 3 to 7. Yes, it would. Wait, no, 3 to 8. 3 to 8. 3 to 8. No! Fuck. I can do this. I can do this. The thing I'm thinking about too is like, what if someone's last name is less than 5 characters? Then what? 3rd through 6th letters. 0, 1. Oh, it's 2 because it's a 0 index. 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember when I just said that 0 index was burned into my brain? Turns out, not as burned into my brain as I thought. Concatenating strings. We can also concatenate or combine 2 existing strings. Oh, you can add the variables into a new variable. That's cool. Notice that there are no spaces added here. We have to manually add in the spaces when concatenating strings if we want to include them. My favorite fruit is plus, space plus favorite fruit. My favorite fruit is blueberries. It's subtle, but notice that in the first example, there is no space between is and blueberries. Copeland's corporate company has realized that their policy of using the first 5 letters of an employee's last name as a username isn't ideal when they have multiple employees with the same last name. Write a function called account generator that takes 2 inputs, first name and last name, and concatenates the first 3 letters of each and then returns the new account. Oh, we're getting spicy. Okay. Oh, a function. We're doing functions. Define account generator that takes 2 inputs. Wait, can I do? Oh, I got cherry. Ooh. Can I do? This would be first name, last name. Can I do return first name? What'd they say? 2 inputs, first name, last name, concatenates the first 3 letters of each, then returns the new account name. First name, nothing to 0, 1, 2, 3. So it would be 0 to 3 because 3 is not included. First name plus last name, bracket, colon, 3. Ooh. Will it work? Ah! It worked! Not me figuring out how to put like 5 lines of code into one. I'm getting smart. I'm getting smart. Okay, test your function on the first name and last name provided in script.py and save it to the variable new account. Okay. Would it be, wait, how do I run oh God, I forgot how to run a function. Save it to the variable new account equals account generator? No. Test your function and save it to the variable. Oh, do I need the parentheses? Oh, how do you run a function and then save it? Do I have to put that in every time? Because it already has first and last name. Do I have to do that? Could not find the string new account. Oh. New account equals. Oh, I had to put the parameters in. Maze, thank you. Is Codecademy free? They have a free trial, but I paid for a year. So the year for me was like, I think like $180 or something. It's pretty expensive. So I would do the trial first and see if you like enjoy it before buying it. That's cool. I didn't realize you could make a new variable by calling the generator. That's cool. Okay, cool. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. And Codecademy has discounts all the time. Okay. More and more string slicing. Python comes with some built-in functions for working with strings. Oh. We're using len again. Len is my arch nemesis. Len and zero index in the same lesson. This is a double boss fight. The return of Len. I'm outnumbered here. One of the most commonly used of the functions is len. Len returns the number of characters in a string. This is how you trick it into giving you like an index, right? Is using len or whatever. If you are taking the length of a sentence, the spaces are counted as well. That's fair, that makes sense. Len comes in handy when we are trying to select characters from the end of a string. What is the index of the last character Y, favorite fruit from above? You can try to run the following code. This will result in an index error. Last character, favorite fruit, len, favorite fruit, print last character. Yeah, because it will just print, well, if it wasn't printing the error, if it did print anything, it'd just print the number. Why does this generate an index error? Because the indices start at 0, so the final character in favorite fruit has an index of 8. Len, favorite fruit, returns 9, and because there's... Oh, that makes sense. See, this is where my brain wants to explode. Hi, Janelle!
Hello, Miss Pussy. Hello, Miss Pussy.
Instead, the last character in a string has an index that is len string name -1. Now that's fucking crazy. They tried to like get me to do this in coding during the review, and I was like, what the hell is going on? I don't understand. And now they're teaching it to me? Why didn't you teach it to me before we did the review? You can slice the last several characters of a string using len. Wait, what? Length? So you have to save it to a variable first. Length, favorite fruit, last characters equals favorite fruit, length -4. What the fuck? This is ugly. This is ugly code. I think we should kill len. I think len needs to die. That's just my opinion. Hi, Holly. How you doing? Using a len statement as the starting index and omitting the final index lets you slice n characters from the end of a string, where n is the amount you subtract from len. But if I wanted the last 4 characters, wouldn't I put the -5 because of the 0 index thing? Wasn't that the whole point? That if I tried to get the last 4, it would only give me the last 3 or something? Thank you for saying try. You know what? I respect you for saying try it. You know what? Thank you for saying try. That's what I need to hear. Okay. Copeland's corporate company also wants to update how they generate temporary passwords for new employees, because the last version wasn't that safe. Write a function called password generator that takes 2 inputs, first name and last name, then concatenates the last 3 letters of each and returns them as a string. Returns them as a string. Okay. I'm just gonna put first last here because it's so much easier than typing up the whole thing. I love Jelly Bellies. Y'all. Whoever invented Jelly Bellies, I hope you stay hot forever. Okay. Takes 2 inputs, first name and last name, then concatenates the last 3 letters of each and returns them as a string. Oh, they specifically want the inputs to say first name, last name. Concatenates the last 3 letters of each and returns them as a string. So it would be return first name. Wait, where do I put, it was first name len. First name len. First name -3 plus last name bracket len parentheses first name -3. I think I'm doing this backwards. I don't feel good about this. No. Okay. Unsupported operand types for string and int. Okay. Oh, favorite fruit minus last name. So the -3, like that? Where did I go wrong with this one? Returns them as a string. Ugh. Last character in a string has an index that is -1. So then this would need to be -4. No. Expected password generator to give Reiko Matsuki the temporary password Ikoki instead got EA. Oh, because I'm choosing the letters. I'm not slicing. Okay. I'm not slicing because I didn't do the okay. Hold on. So this one I'm not going to do in one because I don't want to. We'll do length equals len length first equals len first name, and then length last equals len last name. The Jelly Belly is keeping me going. Is my fuel. And then it would be first name bracket colon length first. What did they say? The last three letters of each. If it's last three, would it be on the other side? Last several characters using string using len. Oh, it's in the it's on the left? I would expect it to be on the right. -3 plus last name length last -3 colon and then return. Do I have to return something specific or do I just return? Maybe just return is fine. Instead got none. Oh, do I have to save it to a variable first, I wonder? And then add them? I'm a little confused with this one. So, okay, I didn't have to do all that. We'll keep the length variables. Then last first equals first name length first -3, and then this will be last name bracket colon length last -3 return. I don't understand this. I don't understand. Indices start at 0, so the final character in favorite fruit has an index of 8, returns 9, and because there's no value at that index, an index error occurs. Instead, the last character in a string has an index that is len string name -1. I tried to do that and it didn't work. You could also slice the last several characters of a string using len. Length equals len favorite fruit. Last characters equals favorite fruit. Is this not what I'm doing? Chat, don't give me the answer, but is this not what I'm doing? Do I specifically have to print it? Oh, someone says you didn't concatenate. Oh, like adding them together? Oh. Avery, you didn't add them together. Return last first plus last last. Oh my God, I'm dumb as hell. I'm dumb as hell. You told us not to answer. That's not true. I said if I'm asking chat a question and I say specifically chat, how do I do this? Then you can answer. That's not true, Ellen. Test your function on the provided first name and last name, save it to the variable temp. Okay, so now I know how to do this. Temp password equals password generator, parameters first name, last name. Yay! Wait, can I see it? Print temp password. Ew, cookie! Yay! Yay! That's all the jelly bellies. That's what someone else said, Tutoru, but I don't really understand. I still don't really get how printing helps me because it's just printing what I already wrote in the code, so I kind of don't get it. That's the thing about like getting help from chat. It's kind of hard because it's one of those skills that is really hard to teach with text. Like this is what I mean. Printing helps because it shows you exactly what is at that point in the code. I don't really understand what that means. Like I feel like coding is one of those skills that is really hard to teach over text, which is why I don't really like taking advice from chat, not because you're not good advice givers, but because it is so hard to explain things over text. So I just am like, don't worry about it. It's fine. In the previous exercise, we used len to get a slice of characters at the end of a string. There's a much easier way to do this. We can use negative indices. Oh my God, the third boss. You thought indices were bad. Now, get ready for negative indices. Negative indices count backward from the end of a string. So string name -1 is the last character of the string. String name -2 is the second to last character, etc. Here's some examples. Print favorite fruit, -3 : nothing is uri. Notice that we are able to slice the last 3 characters of blueberry by having a starting index of -3 and omitting a final index. Using negative indices to find the second to last character in company motto, you save this to the variable. Okay. So that would be second to last equals company motto. Second to last, find the second to last character. So that would be -2. First try. Yeah, Rambo, I literally only started in January. And I only learn a new lesson once a week. So, like, I still feel very new, but it's one of those things that is, like, it's really hard to learn through text because I feel like it would make so much more sense for there to be someone with me to show me why things work the way they do, as opposed to writing it down. Some things are just not really best learned written down, you know? I struggle with this all the time. Use negative indices to create a slice of the last 4 characters in company motto. Save it to the variable. Okay, so final word equals company motto And then it started at the beginning. So it was -4 : nothing. Yay! First try! Strings are immutable. So far in this lesson, we've been selecting characters from strings, slicing strings, and concatenating strings. Each time we perform one of these operations, we're creating an entirely new string. That's true. This is because strings are immutable. This means that we cannot change a string once it is created. We can use it to create other strings, but we cannot change the string itself. This property generally is known as mutability. Data types that are mutable can be changed, and data types like strings that are immutable cannot be changed. They can be changed if I go to the source of the code. If I just go here and change it, I can do that. The most recent hire at Copeland's corporate company is a fellow named Rob Daly. Unfortunately, Human Resources seems to have made a bit of a typo and sent over the wrong first name. Try changing the first character of first name by running. What the fuck? This isn't gonna work, is it? Yeah, you just told me it's immutable. Oh, right. Strings are immutable, so we can't change the individual character. Okay, that's no problem. We can still fix this. Delete the code you just wrote. Concatenate the string R with a slice of first name that includes everything but the first character B. Can't I just fucking... Here we go. IT is fixing HR's mistakes again. Why would I not just go to the source of the code and change it there? Concatenate the string R with a slice of first name that includes everything but the first that's wild. Okay. Fixed first name equals R plus, and I don't have to add a space because it's the name. R plus first name -2. I did it. I did it. You mostly want to change text from an input in the real world. Change text from an input. Oh, like putting in new code? We haven't gotten a way to do user inputs yet. Oh, yeah, I don't know that yet. Due to HR policies, IT is required to lock out changing of the database to non-members of HR, so you can't change the original source and are now required to hack the IT codes. You have to imagine HR didn't tell you what name they entered because they forgot. They just tell you that Rob complained that the first letter of it is wrong, and they were too embarrassed to ask what the other letters are. You know what? Coding's more fun when I role play. Avery, you have to imagine that HR is run by a bunch of babies in shitty diapers, and you're the only person with any common sense in the entire office. Just imagine that you're literally surrounded by fucking morons all the time. Just imagine that, okay? Joke's on you. I'm one of the morons trying to get into IT. Hi, Camry. How are you? Too real, Avery. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Okay. That password's broken as hell. Escape characters. Occasionally, when working with strings, you'll find that you want to include characters that already have a special meaning in Python. For example, let's say I create the string favorite fruit conversation. He said, blueberries are my favorite. We accidentally ended the string before we wanted to by including the quotation character. The way we can do this is by introducing escape characters. Oh, we got the forward slash or backslash. Ooh, by adding a backslash in front of the special character we want to escape, we can include it in a string. Ooh, okay. Backslash equals escape character. Sorry, I'm writing this down. You'll find that you want to include characters that already have a special meaning in Python. Okay. He said blueberries are my favorite. So is blueberries are my favorite supposed to be? Oh, because they're saying he said, but if you put quotations, then it breaks because the quotation ends the string. Okay. When Rob Daly, remember him from the last exercise? I fucking forgot. Hi, Chris. I'm learning Python. He said pronouns. Codecademy, more like Wokecademy. Set up his account. When Rob Daly set up his account, he set his password to be "They Call Me Crazy 91." Rob goes golfing every Sunday morning, and he's like, "They call me crazy." His password was causing some errors in the system because of the quotation marks. Rewrite his password using escape characters and save it to the very password. So it would be backslash including this one, right? No. Where does it go? Oh, I did the /. Hee hee. Hee hee. I did it wrong again. Oh, it goes before. Wait, what the fuck? So it goes before the first quotation and before the last quotation, not after the last quotation. I'm going to fuck that up in the future. I'm going to mess that up. Okay. I'm not going to lie. I have to pee and I have to make more tea. So I think I'm going to take a quick break. We are, how you say, back from le break. Welcome back. Oui. We're doing more strings. I need one Jelly Belly for good luck. I'm going to pick the pink one. I think it's bubblegum. We are learning. Oh my God. Camry, how are you going to do all that? That's tough. I actually saw a flip truck last Friday, so it does happen to experienced drivers. You shouldn't feel bad about doing it in game. Oh, I don't. I flipped my truck in Euro Truck Simulator like 3 times in a row. Okay, let's continue. Iterating through strings. Now you know enough about strings that we can start doing the really fun stuff. Because strings are lists, that means we can iterate through a string using for or while loops. I love loops. This opens up a whole range of possibilities of ways we can manipulate and analyze strings. Let's take a look at an example. Print each letter word for letter in word print letter. Ah! Favorite color, blue. So it would print BLUE. Let's try a couple of problems where we need to iterate through a string. Okay. Let's replicate a function you're already familiar with. I'm Len's biggest hater. I hate length. I hate the length function. Make a different one. Make one more readable. Please. Write a new function called getLength that takes a string as an input and returns the number of characters in that string. A string as an input? So any string? So, okay, define get length. Length, okay, so I'm gonna do Avery. That's me. What did Len do to you? Be annoying? It's just there's some things in code that are ugly. Some things make sense and some things are ugly. I'm tired of range and I'm tired of Len. And when they combine them both, it makes my brain explode. Returns the number of characters in that string. In that string? Oh, wait, would it just be, I think this would just be string. So, don't use the len function. Okay. 4-letter in string. Print letter, and then return. Is that right? No. Return 4 for the string test. Oh. Wait, they want me, wait. What test? The string test? Write a new function called getLength that takes a string as an input and returns the number of characters in that string. You didn't say to put test. Len range x for x in data, :-1. Fuck. How did I do this wrong? Hello, Bubby. Hi. Oh, doesn't printing end it? Hi, Bubba. You know the rules. If you come onto my desk, you have to let me hold you like a baby. So does print? I think I've been told that print ends the function. I know. He hates that I have to work, and honestly, I agree. Honestly, I agree. Expected get length to return. Oh! They wanted... Takes a string as an input and returns the number of characters in that string. Okay. I'm done. I'm dumb. Fuck. Okay. So, it would be print. Wait, no. Would it be, would this be a while loop? Don't use the length function. You don't have to ask me twice. Get length that takes a string as an input, returns the number of characters in that string. What if we do number? Oh no, that makes it a list. What if you do number 0? And then we do 4-letter in string number plus equals 1. And then return string plus string number. That was creative. I definitely got creative. And that's what matters. Is it the indent? %99 there. Fuck! Can you see the vision though? Can you see the vision? String plus string. Does this not stringify number? What if I did print string plus number? Because print stringifies it anyway, right? I'm so close. Can only concatenate string, not int to string. But okay, what about string parentheses? Fuck. Okay, where did I go wrong? I was close though, wasn't I? Return counter? How does that add it to the word though? You were so close. But they said add it to the string though. That's where I'm confused. Write a new function called getLength that takes a string as an input and returns the number of characters in that string. Oh. Okay, this is what I'm talking about with the text thing. Returns the number of characters in that string. Chat room, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. When they wrote return the number of characters in that string, I thought they meant return the string with the number of characters next to it. I didn't know they meant return the number of characters, point blank, period. This is why I'm saying coding is so hard to learn through text, because it's so easy to get confused. And if any of you talk down to me for misunderstanding, fuck you. Then girl, fuck you. Anyways, I have my Jelly Belly, so it's fine. I didn't overthink the solution. I misunderstood what they wanted. Okay. Strings and conditionals, part 1. Oh, we got a 2-parter? Okay. Now that we are iterating through strings, we can really explore the potential of strings. When we iterate through a string, we do something with each character. By including conditional statements inside of these iterations, we can start to do some really cool stuff. Take a look at the following code. Blueberry, counter equals 0 for character in favorite fruit. If character equals B, counter equals counter plus 1. Oh, I didn't even have to put the plus equals. So you can count how many B's there are and then print counter. So it prints 2. This code will count the number of B's in the string blueberry. Hint, it's 2. Let's take a moment and break down what exactly the code is doing. It's looping. It's looping. This is why at work we're always hopping onto a Teams call. Honestly, that'd be fine by me. That'd be fine by me. It's looping through all the characters one by one. First, we define our string favorite fruit and a variable called counter, which we set equal to 0. Then Then the for loop will iterate through each character in favorite fruit and compare it to the letter B. Each time a character equals B, the code will increase the variable counter. That's what I just did in the last one. I just did that. This is a great example of how iterating through a string can be used to solve a specific application. In this case, counting a certain letter word. Write a function called letter check that takes 2 inputs, word and letter. Word, letter. This function should return true if the word contains the letter and false if it does not. Okay. This calls for more Jelly Bellies. Guys, I think I'm going to have to down an entire fistful of Jelly Bellies to get through this one. This function should return true if the word contains letter and false if it does not. Okay. If word... Wait, no. For X in word if letter, wait, how do I write this? Where did I take notes on if statements? I forgot all about if statements. Where did I put the if statements? Did I not write it down if statements? No, I didn't write down if statements. Frick. Frick, I didn't write it down. What's wrong with me? All the important stuff, I was like, oh, it's so easy. I don't have to write it down. I messed up. Okay, I'm just gonna wing this. I'm gonna wing this with my jelly bellies and my heart and my soul. Bye, Huin. Sleep nice. Sleep nice. Sleep nice. Sleep nice. If letter, wait. If word, I don't want to put equals letter because that doesn't mean it contains it. Oh, fuck. Maybe the for. Get your dirty claws off of my curtain. That's what I thought. Okay, if word, I'm going to try it. If word equals letter, return true, else return false. I don't even think I needed to do the else part, but no. Okay. Expected it to return true, but got false instead. That's because I wrote the true part wrong. Are they going to make me use len? Oh, wait. Is it, if x equals letter? If x equals letter? Fuck. Okay, I'm just going to look up the solution. For character in word, if character equals letter. That's what I just fucking put! I put X! For X in word, if X equals letter, return true. I think Codecademy is wrong, Queen. Oh, it's because I indented the false one. Damn. Okay. That's why I was like, I don't even need to do this. So this would be down here, outside of the 4, I think. Yes. Okay. That's my bad. Although I appreciate Anthony being like, the website's wrong, Queen. The computer's wrong, Queen. I think the computer's wrong, Queen. And you know what? I agree. One thing about me, I don't know how to code. One thing about me, I'm dumb as hell. Okay. Strings and conditionals, part 2. There's an even easier way than iterating through the entire string to determine if a character is in a string. Why didn't you teach me it first? I have the biggest one-sided beef with Codecademy. Everything that they teach me, I'm like, oh yeah. Here's what the syntax of in looks like. Here's what the syntax of in looks like. We can do this type of check more efficiently using in. This There's an in? Wait, is that part of the Boolean thing? Let me open my notes. Is that an operator? Like and or not else? Why didn't they fucking teach me that when I was learning and or not else? It's a conditional. Why didn't they teach me that before? Okay, hold on. I have to write this down. This is big. This is big if true. I gotta write this down now. In conditional statement. I just coughed so hard I farted. Here's what the syntax of in looks like. Letter in word. They didn't want to teach me that before? No, that's cool. Here, letter in word is a Boolean expression that is true if the string letter is in the string word. If the string letter is in the string word. Here are some examples. Print E in blueberry. True. Print A in blueberry. False. There could be an A if you write one there. I could write a blueberry. This method is more powerful than the function you wrote in the last exercise because it not only works with letters, but with entire strings. Print blue in blueberry, true. Print blue in strawberry, false. It can be helpful to include more than one Boolean expression. Hold on just a second. You know how I'm always complaining about the Just Dance search function? How every time I search something, it comes up with like, no, that doesn't exist. It's this code. It's this code. Because it's like, oh no, don't search for blue in blueberry. It's like search for blue total. Or it's not this code. Yeah, when you really think about it, it's not this code because this code would work. The Just Dance team needs to hop on Codecademy. Let me get into the Just Dance search code. Get me in there. It can be helpful to include more than one Boolean expression in the same line of code. To do this, use and or and not in between. Oh, and not is like the exclamation point equal sign sort of thing. Print E in blueberry and not E in carrot. True. The first example above is false because one of the expressions was false. E in blueberry and E in carrot, false. The second example is true because there is an E in blueberry and not an E in carrot. Okay. Write a function called contains that takes two arguments, big string and little string. Who wants to be the big string? I'm more of a little string kind of gal. Define contains arguments big string, little string. Returns true if big string contains little string. Okay. So do I have to do the print thing, I wonder? If big string in little string return true and then return false. Fuck. Okay. Did not return true. You guys had to try printing my code, right? So would it be print all of this? What the fuck? Does it have to be stringified? What? How do you print your own code? Chat, I don't know how to print my own code. Everyone keeps telling me to print my own code and I don't understand how to do it. I'm sorry. We're skipping this for now. Meow. Why are we meowing? Meow. Meow? Oh, what are you rolling around on the floor for? What are you rolling around for? Are you bored? Me too, brother. Meow. He has a very breathy meow. Every time he meows, it comes out as like, meow. It's just like very pathetic, but it's very cute. I've been making them catnip tea lately. They're big fans. Okay. I'm going to try doing the printing thing. Wait, would it... If... It's raining outside. It feels really nice. If print big string in little string, will that even work? I'm kind of confused by this one. Because would it not be if? Oh, would it be 4x in little string if x equals big string, return true, otherwise return false. Damn it! Oh, expected colon. Fuck! Okay, I'm just gonna look up the solution. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Return little string and big string! I thought I wrote something like that. Define common letters. Wait, what the fuck is the common letters thing? Oh, that's the next part. Okay, so I overthought this. Okay. Write a function calls contains that takes two arguments, big string and little string, returns true. Wait, what the fuck? Return little string in big string. Oh, because you don't have to, because it's a Boolean expression, it will figure out true or false by itself. You don't have to define it. Oh my God. Okay, that's way easier. Return big string in little string. Well, what now? What now? Not are you high? No. Well, actually, yes. I'm high on learning. I'm high on education. I'm high on I'm high on the power of knowledge. See, this is why people don't like learning stuff on stream, is because people come in and just be like, "Are you dumb?" If little string and big string. Oh, if big string contains little string, so it's backwards. See, this is why people don't like learning stuff on stream, because people like you come in and be like, "Are you fucking stupid?" No, I'm not stupid. I'm learning. What happened to hello? Nice to meet you. Hello, hi, nice to meet you. I'm not dumb. I'm just learning. And I'm proud of it. And you can suck my giant balls. You can suck my balls. Can I say, my new thing right now is charging up my swear words. I think it's because of that TikTok trend where it's like, middle finger to my haters saying, fuck y'all. Everyone doing it is like, fuck y'all. That's me right now. You can suck my balls. I just spit on my monitor. Anyways, okay. We'll do it again. We'll do it good this time. Write a function called common letters that takes two arguments, string 1 and string 2, then returns a list with all of the letters they have in common. Oh! That's interesting. Okay. Define common letters, two arguments, string 1, string 2. I almost wrote and string 2. I gotta charge them up for maximum damage. balls. Suck my balls. Returns a list with all of the letters they have in common.
2 shillings and 2 pence.
Jay, I've returned. Why are we talking about balls? Oh, because I got stuck on a coding problem and someone said, "Are you high?" And I said, yes, I'm high on learning. I'm high on education. I'm high off of the power of knowledge, but also suck my balls. And I like really charged up the balls. Because sometimes you just got to charge it up so they know how serious you are. Okay. So I'm assuming I need to use my first function in this. I just don't know how yet. And I have to blow the mucus out of my nose also. Okay. Returns a list with all of the letters they have in common. Fuck, I don't know how to write this. Yeah, my power is stored in the balls. It's true. The letters in the return list should be unique. For example, common letters, banana, cream. The letters in the return list should be unique. What do you mean unique? So would I... It's raining outside. It's all I can think about. I can hear the pitter patter of the rain. So it would be, fuck. Could I do, so could I could make an empty list. I could make an empty list and then I can say, would it be, I'm trying to figure out how to use a function within another function. Return little string in big string. I'm just going to try. Okay. For string 1, no, for x in string 1, for y in string 2, if x equals y, if x equals y, fuck. This is a disaster already, I can tell. If x equals y, letters dot append x, and then return letters. What goes on in my brain is none of your business. Why are you all typing ellipses? No! I hate when you guys write ellipses. When it's just like crickets. When you guys write ellipses, all I hear is crickets. No. Okay. It was expected to return AN. Instead, we got AANN, AAAANN. Okay. So I chose to have it add every single one. I only need, yes. I think he really likes rain. Can you hear him? Mo? 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 You do this every time, and the outcome is always the same. Okay, not return letter 74. So I need to do if x equals y, letters dot append x, and then I need to do, hi, baby. And then I need to do continue. So it skips them again, I think. Right? If x equals y, letters dot append. So I could do letters append, and then, oh, where do I put the indent for this? Continue? I think continue skips it. What do you think, Wasabi? Oh, no. Bro, that's my fucking collarbone. That's where I breathe from. How do I get it to not add every single one? If x equals y, letters dot append x. Continue. I don't want to do break because then it just stops it. But continue, I thought, would skip it if it came up again. So how do I make it only come up once? I'm going to look at the solution. I think I was pretty cute. Pretty cute? That's a cute pair, thank you. I think I was pretty close. Common for letter in string 1, if letter in string 2. Huh? If letter in string 2 and not letter in common. Oh, and not letter in common to tell it if the letter's not there. Then they can add it. Oh my God, that's so smart. If x equals y and not x in letters, letters dot append x. Ah! Oh my God, that's so smart. That's so smart. Ah, what a cool lesson. What a cool lesson. I will say, though, the way that Codecademy is teaching me, I really wish I had done digital notes instead of written because they're adding so many things to different parts that I learned that I wish I could go back and edit those pages, but I can't because I wrote it down. Oh, so smart, though. In this lesson, you learned a string is a list of characters. A character can be selected from a string using its index. A slice can be selected from a string. Strings can be concatenated to make larger strings. Len can be used to determine the number of characters in a string. Oh, we're doing more. Oh my God. Okay. Last project. You could use in to search digital notes. I know, it's embarrassing. I should have just typed it. Okay. Copeland's corporate company has finalized what they want their username and temporary password creation to be and have enlisted your help once again to build the function to generate them. In this exercise, you will create 2 functions, username generator and password generator. Let's start with username. Okay. Username generator. Create a function called username generator to inputs first name, last name, and returns a username. The username should be a slice of the first 3 letters of the first name and the first 4 letters of the last name. If their first name is less than 3 letters or their last name is less than 4 letters, it should use their entire names. Well, I fucking not. For example, if the employee's name is Abe Simpson, the function should generate the username Abe Simp. That's how I greet my mods. Abe Simp. How's it going? Hey. Okay. Return first name, first 3 letters, 0, 1, 2, 3, plus last name, first 4 letters. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Wait. A V E R. Wait, no, first 3 letters would be. Oh, wait, no, it would be 3 because it doesn't include the last one. So this one would be 4 because it would be 0, 1, 2, 3, but it wouldn't count 4 because that was at the end. So that should work. Yay! Okay, cool, we did that right. Now for the temporary password. They want the function to take the input username and shift all of the letters by 1 to the right. Oh, fucking hell. So the last letter of the username ends up as the first letter and so, oh, Jesus Christ. His name is Pabe Sim. That's me, I'm the Sim. My sub is gifted. My sub is gifted, by the way. So the last letter of the username ends up as the first letter and so forth. For example, if the username is Abe Simp, then the temporary password generator should be Pabe Sim. This, again, does not seem very secure. Yeah. This seems very guessable. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Password generator. Username. Defines an empty string named password within the function body. Okay, password equals an empty string. If it's an empty string, that's an chat room. I am asking you for an answer, yes or no answer, because I have not made an empty string since lesson 1. This is an empty string, right? Yes. Maybe. Maybe. I've never coded. This is not, wait, no. Yes, this is an empty string. Okay. That's all I needed. Okay. It's just because it's been so long since we've done strings. I just want to make sure. Okay. Inside password generator, create a for loop that iterates through the indices of username by going from 0 to len. I hate you. I'm going to say for I in username. Would it be for I? Is it for I in len username? Would that work? The loop should create the password by shifting all the letters of the username 1 to the right. To do so, add the letter at the previous index of username to password with each pass of the loop. Huh? Add the letter at the previous index of username to password with each pass of the loop. What does that mean? Previous index. After the for loop, but still within the definition of password generator, return the password. So this needs to be indented then. For I in len. Ugh. What does that mean? Add the letter of at the previous index. So they want the, okay, hold on. I think I know how to do this. So couldn't I do, I was going to say I could slice it and then just add the rest of the password, but then it would be Pape Simp. So the P would be there twice, and I only want it once. Len stresses me out, dude. I'm trying to lock in, but this one's hard. Add the letter at the previous index of username. previous index of username. I don't know what previous index means. Like -1? Password. Wait, how do you append a string? Oh, they did say it's a list, so maybe append would actually work. Password dot append parentheses. User name. Oh my fucking God, dude. Would it be len user name -1? I legit don't know. I think I'm going to end up just finding the answer because I don't know. This isn't right. No. Unexpected indent. For what? They said return password outside of the for loop. I'm looking up the answer. Huh? Oh, this is username generator. This is what they wanted me to write, but I wrote this and they told me I was right. Okay, so it's this. Password for Oh, it's the fucking range len thing again. Dude, I told you when they combine range and len, it makes my brain hurt. For I in range 0, len user. No, I would never have gotten this. The thing is, this part doesn't make sense to me because they haven't like taught it to me before. Like, they keep using these in like review stuff, the like range 0, -1 or whatever, but they haven't taught me how to do this. So every time it comes up, I'm so confused. For I in range 0, password plus equals username I -1. That makes sense. The I -1 makes sense because you're going -1 each time. The range, when they combine range and len, dude. For I in range 0, len. Oh, wait. I think the 0 mimics an index. I think the 0 is meant to mimic an index because len will only do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever. But I think adding the 0 to the beginning makes it like a fake index. Range 0, len username, password plus equals username I -1. You know what? I kind of get it. It's still confusing, but I kind of get it. A little bit. Okay, we did it. I'm proud of us. I don't know what the next... Oh, brother. I don't know what the next parts of the learning are, but we'll save those for next week. Because usually these have like... Oh, wait, there's a quiz. Let's do the quiz first. I just want to see if I can get through the quiz. Let me make this a little bigger because it's... Oh, no, that's good enough. Let's do the quiz first and then let's finish. Which of the following expression is false? Crayon and cranberry, cherry and cherry, A and banana, S and watermelon. This one. Yay! There's no S contained in the larger string watermelon. Given the string least favorite fruit equals cantaloupe, what piece of code would create a string that was equal to Lou? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5 to 8. This one. Yay! I'm learning rangeland. Every time I read rangeland, I want to pull out a gun. What will the following code print to terminal? Define print some characters word for I in range len word. So for I in the index of word. If I modulo 2 equals 0, print word I. Okay, so if it's a an even index print that letter. So it would print WTREO. Yes! Dude, I'm learning rangeland. Maybe me and my mortal nemesis have more in common than I initially thought. Maybe the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Maybe. Consider the following function. What would it print to the terminal? Define, tell me about ice cream, favorite ice cream. Response equals my favorite ice cream is plus favorite ice cream. Oh, they didn't put a space here. They didn't put a space here, so it's going to be shoved in. Print response. Tell me about ice cream chocolate. It's going to be this one because they didn't put a space. I know that's right, brother. I know that's right, brother. Let's fucking go. What code would select the letter P from the string good fruit equals raspberry? Oh, it'd just be good fruit, raspberry. 0, 1, 2, 3. 3. 3 in brackets. Yay! One more. We can do it. We're almost at 100%. What character will be selected from the string cool fruit equals watermelon using the code cool fruit len cool fruit -2? -2. What character will be selected? -2. It would be O. Ooh, an index error? I don't think it would be an index error. I'm going to say O. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. 100%, baby. I know that's right, brother. I know that's fucking right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm very proud of that one. I'm very proud of that one. Okay, now we'll save the rest for next week. I really wanted to do the quiz first to make sure. Yeah, this was a good session. I'm really proud of learning this one. I feel like I got a good grasp on how to be more, how to get more interesting with strings, but also I feel like I'm understanding range len better. Topic next week is still more strings, but I think it's like articles and stuff. Let me read the syllabus, because I have a syllabus. I'm a student. Syllabus. Ooh. Syllabus. Next is string methods. So it's a whole other lesson, and then there's another quiz after that, and then there's a project after that. So maybe we can fit all 3 in if I have time. Although the projects are usually pretty long, so maybe not. I don't know. Next is string methods. I don't know what that means, but oh, it's like dot append and stuff. Yeah, that'll be fine. Anyways, yeah, I'm really proud of this session. It was really good.